Hi, I'm Dougie Burt from Dougie Burt's Tackle World here for this week's fishing report for this weekend, the 5th and 6th of March 2022.
We'll include the 7th because that's Sunday.
That'll do. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Rightio, Stuart.
Weekend,
well
mate.
done, mate. Okay, so we're going to talk about what's happening this weekend with all of the metres and metres of rain we've just had that's flying out of our southeastern Queensland coastline and dirtying up all our water for weeks to come.
Yes.
Doesn't matter, the mackerel's still biting it.
Mate, everything's still biting.
Yeah,
They're on the tube.
They're on the tube.
Yeah.
Especially, we won't talk about this just yet.
No, we're talking about it. It's in your pot.
No.
Okay.
Offshore.
Next.
Okay, so first thing I'll tell you about before you go offshore is the Seaway. You have to be careful of the Seaway.
Safety first.
Now this is a shot taken just this afternoon on the run-out tide, if you can see that. Oops, sorry.
So it's breaking nearly 3/4 across the Seaway at the moment. It looks very shallow by the shape of that wave though.
Yeah, that's just dumping. So,
yeah.
And just be really careful. And then there's another bank on the north side coming to halfway across the Seaway heading south. Once you get about 300 metres past that lot. So you got to go to the north side, just stick inside the north side of the wall in the Seaway, and then go out about maybe 200 to 300 metres, maybe 200 metres, and then dogleg southeast and then south behind the waves that's breaking there. So just be really careful, guys. Like seriously, the last 2 mornings, which has been like, it's unfortunately it's low tide in the morning when you're fishing at the moment. So and many boats have had to, well, only a few boats have been out, but even big boats, 50-foot boats, have sat there and waited till they can get out.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, I know everyone's in a hurry. You want to get out there and get that early bite, but you need to just wait it out, keep an eye out, and watch the sets. You will see a pattern, and when you think it's right, you've got to go for it. You've got to commit and go.
But make sure you know what's behind it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Be careful, please.
Yeah.
Or just don't go. Simple as that. Fish the Seaway.
Yeah.
So, but there have been mackerel caught, Stuart, the last couple of days.
No, Wednesday, customer caught a couple of spotties.
And another customer today got them as well.
Yeah, okay.
There's only boat out there.
Yeah.
He said it was pretty scary on the Seaway.
Yeah.
So be really careful, guys. Obviously going out a bit later in the morning, halfway in tide, it's still breaking there, but it's a bit more readable. And you want to be back in before the tide starts to turn to go back out again. At the early stages of it. So Stuart, fresh water means water on the top, dirty water on the top.
Yeah.
And then nice and clean down below, hopefully.
That's right. Freshwater floats. If anyone didn't know that.
That's right. So in that case, we're going to use deep diving lures, and like recently, I've caught fish on these lures. These are Strata Pros. They get down about 10 or 12 metres. They get right down, and that's the sort of stuff you need to be trolling at the moment. And of course, we've got Stewie's by
hey,
default.
Surprise! Coral trout. That's me. I'll tell you what, Dougie, I reckon I'd.
The colours in.
2 to 1, mate.
2
to 1 of yours.
Yep, that's it. My 1. We'll have to do Stewie's 2.
Nah, come on, mate.
Anyhow. So, guys, those lures have been fantastic, and we've sold lots, and the customers are all happy and doing really well. And I've lost a few lures. There's a few wahoo around too, but they will have shifted out a bit wider. Please remember, the wahoo doesn't need to go that deep. The mackerel will go deep down at the bottom and live on the bottom, but the wahoo don't like to go too deep. They stick up top.
And they like cleaner water.
So
they're a bit further up.
Yeah, exactly. And the cleaner water apparently at the moment is out about 75 metres deep before it starts to get any clarity to it. It's like green,
outside
brown.
36s?
Outside 36s, that's correct. The current's ripping too, it's doing 3 knots. So hopefully that'll, we're just going to bring all the brown crap down from Gympie, Maryborough, Noosa way. That's still flowing out up there, but it will shoot past us with this current, hopefully in due course. The other thing that's happening is amberjacks. I had another customer who went out yesterday, and he was at the 50s northeast, and he got a really big amberjack, around 30 kilos, just digging with long jigs like this style. These are cast jigs. These are really good jigs actually, around 250, 300 grams. That's the style. So jigging's been really good, Stu.
And Dougie, real quick one. Longer the jig, faster the action?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Smaller jig, slow the action. Yeah.
So it's like long jig, fast, slow jig, slow.
Yeah. So anyhow, getting back to it. Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah, thanks.
The snapper on it at the 50s as well. They will be in close, I dare think, with all that nutrients in the water and dirty water. I'll be maybe trying snapper in close if you can get out. Like seriously, guys, the swell is going to drop off a bit tomorrow afternoon. It's about 8 foot at the moment, probably 4 metres on the sets at the moment. So Tomorrow morning is similar, but then Sunday it drops back to only about 2 to 3 metres.
Okay.
So it might be worth a shot.
Could be
But
doable.
please be careful. Just don't go. If you're down Tweed, Currumbin, Brunswick, or Talabudra, don't even think about it.
No.
And even the Seaway, please be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like you normally think. You just go around the hugger at South Wall and shoot around the corner.
Yeah, definitely don't hug the
It ain't
south
going to
wall.
happen.
No.
No, don't do it. Go stick to the north side
Yep.
for a little bit. Okay, that's about it for offshore, I think, because we won't talk much about it while the water's dirty and until we get some more reports over the weekend.
Yeah.
We'll give you an update during the week. Okay, inshore. Well, Stewie, it's all about
It's all about the crabs.
crabs. Now, Stewie and I get crabs occasionally, lots of them. And seriously, guys, if you want to get some muddies at the moment, they are everywhere as far as I know. Like I've even talked to guys on the canals, they're sitting on the edge of the shoreline on the rocks,
Yeah.
big muddies. So try out the front of the canals, try the deeper holes of the Broadwater, out the front of the Pimpernel, Coomber Bar, Narang, anywhere. On the edge of Straddie, on the inside, western side of Straddie. Jumping pin, probably any of the holes around Tiger Mullet, probably the Channel Jug as well there, mouth of Logan where it comes out, and anywhere there's deep water.
Deeper water, yeah. So
That's
the idea is,
big muddies.
yeah, the crabs don't like the fresh water, so they're out of that little creek stuff. So don't go right at the back of creeks. You'll catch real small ones or nothing. You want to grab the deeper water, edges of the channels, and the mouths, like Doug was saying.
Yep, not where there's so much flow though. Get out of the flow. They don't like current that much either. No. So give that a shot. We've got plenty of crabs. We've got crab pots on special. Just come and mention it, and we'll tell you what the deal is when you come in. But it's worth the drive. Okay.
Secret deal.
Secret deal. So, Stu, what's happening? Flatties, mate?
Mate, there's been a few flatties, despite the dirty water. Yeah, so generally, again, fish the deeper water, like around the pin or around the Seaway.
Yep.
Freshwater floats, still salty down there, and they've got to go somewhere, so that's where they're going to gather.
Yes.
And we just got a box of new Z-Man stuff, Doug.
New colours.
New colours, mate. They're looking good.
Bloody Mary Sunday. Sounds like a drink. Beer rum. That sounds like another drink. Glitter Dome. Or Glitter Done. It should be done like that. I haven't got my glass on. I'm quite sure it says done, not done.
Yeah, I think it is.
But it's a great colour. This is my go-to colour, I dare say.
Looks really good.
I haven't got a coral trout colour here for Stu's favourite, but you'd probably go maybe that one.
Yeah, I like the white.
Okay. But that'll work really well.
Yep.
Stu, what do you got there? Little new Shimano?
We got the mega shipment of new Shimano this year.
Okay.
This week, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So it's all the new lures we've been waiting for ages, but flatty trolling, jacks, brim, little bantam, Pavlo shads, two sizes.
It's not maybe, well, it could be the time now. The flatties could be up in the flats, maybe closer to the mouth of the jumping bar, maybe around the back of Tipler's area, on the high tide. But that's the sort of thing you're going to troll around. Yeah. Or maybe cast these fellas out of the flats.
It's a little BT bait 99. So it comes with the little soft tails in it with very sharp hooks. And they look absolutely dynamite. Really good colours.
Can I get it out? Oh, sorry. Okay.
And for anyone that wants to go chasing barra, there was actually a few barra caught during all that rain, though.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, around all the locks and all that flood water. You got to be careful when you're fishing it. But try on big swim baits like those ones. That top one's going to be absolutely dynamite. And the bottom one's like a bit of a wake bait. And you just clip the tails in and they look really good too.
So Stewie's actually heading up to the dams, up to... where are you going to?
Peter Faust Dam.
Peter Faust Dam, up in from Proserpine, that's right.
Airlie Beach.
So I'd say the barra would be pretty safe, but anyhow, Stewie's going to give it a bit of a crack.
Well, I hope so.
For over a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's it, 2 weeks.
So we'll give you an update next week when I talk to Stewie via the phone and let you know how he's going. He's going to send through some pics and I'll show you on here what he's been catching.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Or sunrise and sunset photos.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But anyhow, in the Broadwater, muddies, a few flatties around, like in the Seaway, just be careful of the waves, but maybe there could be like jacks in there, I think.
Chewy.
Yeah, and definitely, guys, I'll be concentrating on using little fused plastics like that type of thing. I've used Stu's about to show you.
Here we go.
And just using real light jig heads on the bottom of the tide really early in the morning or lunchtime on the high tide, and just working from the Seaway pipe, the pipe goes across the middle that pumps the water across, all the way through to the North Wall wave break, and just drifting the bottom there and just bobbing the bottom with maybe a light jig head. 8 to 10 pound braid, maybe like a 1/16, about a 1 or a 1/0 hook, and just slowly, just twitching as you're drifting along with the current. And I reckon you'll get everything from snapper. You get cod, tuskies. You get everything. Heaps of bream, of course. I reckon you smack it. So there's a lot of feed. There's a lot of bait around at the moment as well in Seaway. Yeah. So sand crabs. I haven't heard anything. The last week there were a few caught up at Jumping Pin by one of our customers. You'll see that photo, I think, in yesterday's report. But that's about the only report I've had. Yeah. Yep. And whiting, well, the whiting should be flushed out of the river, so I'll be definitely trying around wave break.
Yeah,
off the shoreline.
Back of wave break, or the end of Marine Parade. That.
Yep, yeah,
quite good.
Char us up to Bigger Creek on the waterfront there. Give that a shot. The beach, there might be whiting on the beach as well. Just be careful of the big surf and the surge and all that sort of stuff. It's a bit dangerous. And be careful of anything in the water. And when you're in your boats this weekend, guys, whether it be Broadwater or shore, if you do get ashore, just be really careful of, be observant in front of you that you don't hit a log or a cow. Or
there is so much debris.
Yeah, that's right. So be really careful. On the freshwater scene, well, the hidden stand's closed, Stuart. So we don't have much to talk about. I don't know if you're allowed to fish there because sometimes they get a bit stressed about the water flowing over and don't see a boat going down the spillway. But I mean the dam spillway. But anyhow, I'd be really careful of that. Probably a good time to go maybe catch some tilapia and throw them up on the bank or on the fire, and or just stick to fishing around the crabs and Broadwater. Yeah, give that a shot. Yeah. Okay, so anything else you would add to that?
Just on the tilapia thing, so tilapia and carp, for anyone that doesn't know, it is a no-take species. You have to kill it. It's vermin. So you're doing something for the environment while you're doing it. And they love that new fresh, like floodwater type stuff too. So get out there and kill something. Do something for the environment. Sounds good.
Yeah. Sounds really good. That's a good thing, Stuart. And that's probably about it, guys. So give it a go. We've got special crab pots. Particularly the Giles Walker, and that's all I use. That exact same orange one I showed you is what I use for my sandies and muddies. We do sell $100 pots, but you don't. Sorry about the guys that make them, but you don't need them. That's all you need. Yep. It'll smack any. You give me any other pot, I bet I'll do same. Pretty close to it. Give you
confidence. And introductory offer on the new Shimano lure stuff.
So
too hot to tell you, but come in, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. The price will be right, but
the price will be right.
They've got a whole range of everything coming in. We've also got the new Shimano reels due any time at the moment as well, but unfortunately they're not being dispatched yet from Shimano. We may see some next week, and the new Loomis rods range as well.
Very nice.
Yeah. Anything new, we will have it. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Stuart. Well, good luck up north, mate. You head off tonight?
Tonight, mate.
You're on the road.
Yeah, about half an hour. I'm going. See you.
Nice. Okay, well, be safe driving, mate, and we'll see those fish reports.
That's it.
Hopefully. If you don't catch anything, make sure you've got one of our shirts on.
That's right.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next week, and I'll see you next week, and I'll give you a report from Stuart. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.